Okay. Hello, dear friends. Cuckoo. Maybe I can put it here, right? I think this way I can have my hand movement more comfortable. And the distance is relatively better. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And there is still sunshine. And there is still beautiful foliage. It's hard to say. So let's do a story time. So the other day I did some story times. 神农, the god of agriculture, Chinese god, god of agriculture, and god of literature, god of character writing. Please excuse me, there are some people chatting. I think it is good. I feel you can get my sound majority of the time. So just want to, look at my hair. Just want to greet you and chat with you. And I hope you have a good day. And sometimes it is so important to get out of the room and to see the world, to see the intelligence of the universe, to learn from the trees, to learn from our old history, to learn from our inner self. Anyway, this is kind of an empty talk, and I want to show you this beautiful foliage. So, oh my goodness, I feel they are talking so loud. I hope you can hear me. Let me try if you can hear me. Everyone has the right to be happy, right? If they decide to talk loud, maybe they are annoyed that I make noise, but I do not make that much noise. They are not making noise, they are talking. So what I'm talking about, what I am talking about, forgot. It just so different vibrance. Let me try if my sound is good. Okay, I have tried the sound. It seems okay, so I will keep on. So why I come here? This place is Filoli, and I was searching for fall foliage, and there are some places close by. This is one of the places that the guide has mentioned. Fall foliage at Filoli. It's beautiful and very full color. And this is a coffee shop. You can see the red, a little bit of the red leaves, and a lot of yellow leaves. Recently, I am very, very interested in this tree intelligence, why the leaf change color. So I come here just to get myself, to cleansing myself, to detox myself, to get the toxin out of my body. And so maybe I should leave it like this, and later on we will walk around and see more of these scenes. I'm sitting in a garden chair. This is wonderful. So let me try this story. And this story is also a Chinese mythology. A Chinese mythology. It's called WuGang's. and especially when I am here with a lot of trees. So I feel this mythology has some connection or has some parallel meaning or hidden message, same as Greek mythology. WuGang is a person's name, and Kan, 伐树, Fa, Kan. There are different words in Chinese to describe the action of cutting something. Fa is cut, and Kan is also cut. So some people say 吴刚伐木, 吴刚 cut, 木 is wood. 吴刚 cut the wood, 吴刚 cut off the trees. So this story is about this. In China, that was in ancient time, before there was written history. WuGang was one of the minister or one of a good-looking young man, whatever reason. So there was one story saying that he fell in love and had a special liaison with the emperor's wife. And the emperor was very angry. So the emperor sent WuGang to cut the wood. And these trees, to cut a piece of tree. Once you finish cutting the tree, once you have cut out this tree, you can come back. So WuGang went to cut the trees, and once he cut out one branch, a new branch will grow up. He cut another branch, a new branch, another branch will grow up. He yet cuts the third, the fourth, and then there will be always a new branch coming up. So he cut in the sky. He was sent to the moon to cut the tree. And he was sent to the moon. He was very lonely because day and night he always cut the tree, and there is no end because the tree will regrow. You know where I'm going, right? Yes, I will talk about the other story. Yes, so he was cutting the tree, never an end, and he felt lonely. He wanted to go back home. And in Chinese moon festival, in the mid-moon festival, when that day the moon is full, WuGang cut the tree. And I need to tell you what tree he was cutting. He was cutting a tree called osmanthus tree, 月桂树, 桂花. So osmanthus tree has a kind of a small teeny tiny flowers, and this flower is very fragrant, and it's small, it's fragrant, and it's warmth, and it creates a very homesick, home feeling kind of fragrance. And if you search online, and this is a true, this kind of tree is a true kind of tree. Osmanthus. 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 And in China is 桂花. And this 桂花茶. So on moon festival, on that particular night, he will cut a big branch, and his strength was so much. the osmanthus flower. That flower, this is the real size of the flower. The flower is about, oh sorry, you see my freckles. The flower is about this size, very small flower. And the flower will fall down from the sky and fly into people's cup, teacup. So people will drink it, and all the problem and all the toxin, all the disease will be gone. So that is 桂花, osmanthus flower. So there is a tradition in China that in Chinese moon festival we drink 桂花茶, osmanthus tea. And if you search online, you can even find the osmanthus oolong tea is a very unique kind. Osmanthus is fall tea. The trees start to blossom and to full flavoring coming out in fall, in autumn. So there is a lot of energy in it. And it's not hot like in the summertime. It's not young like springtime. It's relatively matured, tamed, and with a wonderful sweet fragrance in it. So nowadays in China we made osmanthus mooncake. So we make mooncake and get the osmanthus flower, marinate it, blend it, and put it into mooncake, in the stuffing of the mooncake. And there is osmanthus wine, there is osmanthus rice wine, osmanthus other liquor, and osmanthus tea, and osmanthus congee, rice soup, many different kind of osmanthus dumplings, different kind of things. And in Western country, a lot of these pharmacies or chemical processing refineries get the flower and make into osmanthus perfume. And it's a quite well adopted and well used fragrance. And my family actually bought me the soap with osmanthus, and I love it. So that the story is that one person has done something wrong, and that is redemption, that is his punishment. And depending on the level of evil he had done, or bad thing he had done, or the wrong he had done, he had this punishment. So he had a special liaison, adultery maybe, with another woman, Bahazar. This woman is the emperor's wife, so he was punished to go to the moon so that he will separate with that woman. And then later on the story become quite imaginative, and some say this is he had an adultery with Chang'e, which is the moon lady. But anyway, forget about those stories. Every Chinese moon festival, my grandma, old people will drink tea, eat mooncake, and tell us stories. When I was young, not when I am now. That was 60 years ago. Told my stories about this, and always point to the sky. See, there is Wugang is cutting the tree, and if you see the moon, there are some dark points and then a stick, and it was like a tree. And also, heaven has also sent a rabbit to the sky, so you can see the tree. Wugang is cutting the tree, and a rabbit is grinding the osmanthus flower. That's the legend had it. And how true it is, it depends how you decide to take this story, right? To believe it. Okay. So talking about this never-ending cutting of trees, it reminds me of the story of Sisyphus. Sisyphus has done a heavenly wrong, right? So he was punished to go to the bottom of the mountain to push a piece of big rock to sky. And he will push, 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 push. As soon as he reached to the sky, to the top of the mountain, he was supposed to push. He was cursed or punished by the god. Is that Zeus or which god? To push the rock. Once he almost reached to the top, the rock, the big boulder, will fall down, and he will push again. It's an endless torture, right? Here is another story. This story is about Tantalus. Tantalus. Tantalus was a half god, half human, kind of a demigod, and he wanted to approach to Zeus. So one time he was invited to the party, Zeus party, and he stole something. So he had one very wrong thing, right? Steal the jewelry, steal the good things from Zeus. And there was one time Zeus didn't notice and invited a lot of gods. Only good gods, only good people, only qualified people can be invited to a heavenly party. He was invited, and he wanted to flatter, to approach God. Is that Zeus? I forgot which god. Let's just say Zeus. He wanted to approach. How did he show his whole heart appreciation to Zeus? He did the most unspeakable sin. So he was cooking, so he was preparing food. He was preparing the most beautiful, delicate, grandeur banquet for the gods, for Zeus. And with beautiful gold, silver covered, silvery cutlery, silverware, beautiful plate, and China. No, at that time, Chinese merchants did not have a visa to go there again, to go to Greece. So he cooked the most beautiful food. Do you know what he had cooked? And he presented to the party. Everyone looked at it, smelled it. It smelled heavenly, so beautiful, so fragrant. There is a smell, a sense of innocence, of purity, of heavenly. It's just unspeakably beautiful and unspeakably tasty. So Tantalus open up the cover, the lid. Everyone's plate, in good plate, is covered by a lid, right? You go to a restaurant, open the lid, you can see the food. He opened the lid. Everyone was shocked. And they just felt something wrong. And nobody, there is something wrong. What is there? People was just hesitating. But at this time, Demeter, she was very sad because her daughter, Persephone, was trapped by Hades in the underworld, right? So later on, the god of agriculture, Demeter, give a pomegranate and bring the daughter back. But this was the sad time that Demeter just lost her beautiful daughter, Persephone. So she could not sing. She could not look. She could not sing. She could not process any thought. She was burying herself in this deep. So she was burying herself in this deep, super gigantic sorrow in herself. And she did not even look. She picked up one piece and bite it. And just at this time, she felt something wrong. And all the other gods stand up, something wrong. And they realize Tantalus is actually cooking his own son to approach Zeus. He sell his soul. He sold his soul. He sold his own son. I am lost word. When there is profit, when there is benefit, when there is attraction, people can sell their soul. Sometimes we see this happen. So the gods stands up and ask, "What did you cook?" He did not answer. Tantalus did not answer. And just at this time, Demeter started to regurgitating and start to, not regurgitate, throw out. She was throwing out heart and soul, and her bite came out. That was a piece of shoulder, Tantalus' son's shoulder. Finally, God decided his son deserved to go back to life. And the god asked the mechanic surgery, Hephaestus. This time, or 3-4 years ago, I went to Greece and I went to Hephaestus temple. Yeah, I had a video there. Yes, Hephaestus. He married the most beautiful woman, Aphrodite. And he was cribbed leg, and he was not good looking, but he was very genius, very smart. So he mended and reassembled every piece of the meat of the meal, and the son came back to life. And he had made something like a ceramic potassic prosthetic, the artificial arm and shoulder for Tantalus' son. I think his son is Pelpos. Pelpop. I forgot his name, the son's name. So Zeus, or heavenly god, was so angry with this unspeakable sin, and sent Tantalus down to the deepest hell, that is Tartarus. Tartarus was one of the first three existences in the universe. There was chaos, right? There was Gaia, Ea, the earth, chaos, Ea, Gaia, and there was Tartarus. Tartarus was the deepest underworld for the extraordinary sinner to go down. So he was sent down to the Tartarus, and he was punished to stand in a pond of water, and on top of this pond of water, or on the side, there was a beautiful, most fruitful, most juicy, most delicious, most sweet, most tantalizing fruit. And Tartarus was in the water. Whenever he tried to stand up to reach to the tree, to reach to these trees, the tree will grow up, grow taller and taller. He just cannot reach. And when he was thirsty, he will bow down to drink the water, because he was almost half in the water. But once he bowed down, lower down his head, the water will recede. So he will always searching for the fruit and could not get. Reaching to the water but could not get. So that was the punishment for him. Never-ending cycle. And this is also the root of tantalizing. Something you want to get, but you cannot get. Tantalizing. Are we tantalized from time to time by something? So this is the story. I think everywhere, every culture has its way of this kind of revenge, punishment, consequence, karma story. It's interesting. If you are interested in this, you can search WuGang, W-U-Gang, G-A-N-G, cutting trees. WuGang cutting trees, Chinese mythology. You will learn about this story. And you can also search for tantalize, the tantalizing root, etymony, yes, or search Tantalus, T-A-N-T, T-A-L-U-S, T-A-N-T-A-L-U-S, Tantalus or Sisyphus, Sisyphus, Sisyphus. That's some of the story. Let's go for a walk. It's beautiful. Trees are fantastic. Bye bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do. Cuckoo, bye bye. I was thinking of doing an outfit of the day. Not so much in the spirit of doing outfit of the day, but let me try it. You know, whatever is happening, no matter what is happening, no matter how it is outside, make sure you have your inner peace. When you do not have the ability to have your inner peace, go to a peaceful place and get some energy from nature. It is healing. It is beautiful. I love you. I really do. Do. Cuckoo, bye bye.